YouTubers? This is your boy Amari Points here, bringing you the latest movie review. Today I'm doing my newest movie review on the latest DreamWorks animated movie, Puss in Boots, The Last Wish. And this movie takes place after the fourth Shrek film. Puss is like on the mission to find the wishing star to wish for all of his 9 lives, but during like the near beginning of the film, he is forced to retire because he is down to his last life. And when he hears about this wishing star, he goes on a quest along with Kitty Softpaws, played by Salma Hayek, and little Pedro, Puss's therapy dog and friend in a sort of way. So it's a race. It's a race against time to get to the wishing star, along with a few other people that are on his tail. Goldilocks and the Three Bears, and another villain that I cannot remember with the life of me. I am sorry, guys. I apologize. But this is a pretty fun movie for all of the families to enjoy, but it also has a bit of swearing in it. So I would recommend covering the kids' ears if you hear a lot of swearing in it, because this is a movie that I believe kids should not honestly hear, and they don't want to hear all these swearing words too. That's how I see it. But all in all, it's still a fun family movie that I believe everyone is going to enjoy. Now on to the positives and negatives. First off are the positive. It's telling the story of Puss in Boots on what he's been doing, like after the Shrek franchise, and what he's been up to as of late, since he departed from Shrek and the others. And let me tell you, he has been on one heck of an adventure since he set out on his own, and since the first Puss in Boots movie. And another positive is the cast themselves. Antonio Banderas as Puss, he's phenomenal as always. Ever since he made his debut in the second Shrek movie, everyone has been fascinated with him, and he really does have some talent as Puss in Boots. I don't see anyone else playing Puss in Boots in the near future aside from him, because he is Puss in Boots. He is this iconic character from the Shrek franchise that we all know and love, aside from Donkey and Shrek and the rest of the Shrek gang. And he is just one of those characters that I will remember for a very long time. Also, Salma Hayek as Kitty Softpaws. We've seen her make her debut in the first Puss in Boots movie, which is kind of like an origin story. And again, I love her. I love her as an actress. We seen her in Eternals a year ago, in the Grown Ups franchise, and now the Puss in Boots franchise. She is iconic and talented. Antonio Banderas and Salma, if you guys watch this, great job in this movie. I love you both as Puss in Boots and Kitty Softpaws. I'm looking forward to seeing what the future holds for you guys in the future of the Puss in Boots franchise. And let a couple of characters get introduced, like Florence Pugh. We seen her as Yelena, Natasha Romanoff's youngest sister, and now she's making her debut in an animated movie, and I love her as Goldilocks. She is perfect and lovable. I think she really brings her A game to Goldilocks, because when I heard she was playing Goldilocks, I thought she was gonna be kind of bland, but after hearing her and her performance in this movie, yes, I legit love her, even in the MCU, and I'm looking forward to seeing her in Thunderbolts. And also, but all in all, guys, she is perfect as Goldilocks. And I honestly was moved by her performance. We get to know a little bit about her character's backstory. And let me say, Florence Pugh, I'm sorry if I'm pronouncing your name wrong, Florence. Forgive me. If you watch this, great job. I love you as Goldilocks, and I am ready to see what the future holds for you in this Puss in Boots franchise. I really do. And another positive is the story and the meaning to it. This story really will touch a lot of people's hearts, and the way it's told, it's saying that you only have one life to live, so you have to live it to the fullest while you still can. That's the same message that Soul delivered, and in Puss in Boots: The Last Wish, it really delivers that message as well. So you have to live that one life you have to the fullest. And this story itself really told everyone's story well. And along with the great adventure that everyone is going on, just it's a race to get to the wishing star and seeing who gets there first. So yes, it does sound familiar, but I know what you guys are thinking of. It kind of reminds me of Yakko's Wish, the Animaniacs movie, but this is way different. This is actually way different, really way different. But again, guys, the meaning of this movie, it's you only have one life, and you gotta live it, and you have to live it to the fullest. That's the meaning of this movie, and I have to say I was really moved by this movie. I almost cried. I almost cried on this movie. I really did, because it was very touching. It was really touching. And that's it for the positives for this movie. On to the negatives. The one negative I had a problem with was all the swearing that was in this movie. That was the one problem I had. This is supposed to be a kids movie, but honestly, we kind of did get a lot of swearing from past DreamWorks movies such as Shrek and Ants the movie. So yeah, but we're in a new generation. We're in a newer generation. Will, the kids don't need to be hearing swearing, especially in DreamWorks animated movies. I think if they cut back on the swearing and made it more kid appropriate, even though this is PG-13, I think if they cut the swearing, it would have been okay, because the swearing is kind of something the kids don't really need in this movie. They needed to cut that out, because there were a couple of swear words in here that I think needed to be cut out of the movie. No swearing, just a normal DreamWorks animated movie. That was the only problem I had with it. Again, if you take your kids to go see this movie, you might want to cover their ears, because they don't want to be hearing all these swear words in the movie at all. And that's it for my positives and negatives. On to my rant. And let me tell you, Puss in Boots: The Last Wish is a fun, adventure-filled movie that everyone is going to enjoy. And we're seeing Puss in Boots race against time to get all his 8 lives back. But there's also someone else that's chasing after him, a bounty hunter who isn't exactly a bounty hunter. I can't tell you who he is, but when you see who he is, you are honestly going to really be blown away by who he is. he even scares Puss in Boots. Like, really scares him. Really scares him big time. Still, this is just a fun, adventure-filled movie that everyone, I believe, is going to love and enjoy and have a fun time watching. And I know me and my mom, shout out to my mom, had a fun time seeing this movie and just enjoyed it. Antonio Banderas is Puss in Boots. No one else can play this iconic character like he can. And I'm looking forward to seeing what the future holds for him in his franchise and the Shrek franchise. All in all, the cast themselves were phenomenal. I love them. They really were enjoyable to watch and fun to see. I honestly I'm looking forward to seeing what other fairy tale characters appear in future Puss in Boots movies, because this is something that I believe everyone is going to want to watch and cry on. And again, we get to see this Goldilocks backstory. As most of you know, Goldilocks and the Three Bears backstory, and everyone is going to really enjoy and tear up a lot. And the rest of the characters themselves that are in this movie, including Pedro, Puss's therapy dog and somewhat friend, is funny. He's enjoyable, laughable. Everyone's just gonna have a fun time with him. I believe I did. I legit did. Again, everyone is gonna have fun with this movie. If you honestly hear some swear words, you gotta honestly make sure to cover your child's ears, because they're not ready to be hearing all these swear words at a young age. Make sure to do that, because they're not ready to hear that. They're not ready to hear all those bad words. I'm serious. And that's it for my rant, guys. On to the rating. I give Puss in Boots: The Last Wish a solid A+. Hope everyone can see it. It's a solid A+. Because I am really happy I saw this movie. It was fun. It was enjoyable. Everyone in my theater was laughing at all the funny stuff that was going on, and I'm sure that a lot of people were tearing up too. I was a little bit, because this movie is like any other DreamWorks animated movie. It tells a story and it's heartfelt. It's a legit heartfelt. And the rest of the cast themselves, Antonio Banderas, Florence Pugh, Salma Hayek, everyone did phenomenal in their roles. And the story itself was fun, along with the new animation for like Puss in Boots. It really was action-packed and very interesting, especially for a new generation. Because this is just something that everyone will enjoy and have fun with. And like I said before, when you go and see this movie, you are definitely going to be ready to have a fun time with it and just enjoy it. And that's it for my movie review, guys. Don't forget to like, comment down below on what you guys thought of Puss in Boots: The Last Wish. Subscribe and share with everyone you know, and press the little notification bell at the bottom of my video to get notified when my next movie review is going to be. I will see you guys soon. Take care and God bless. Peace.